Paul Gadsby tomorrow from 9 on BBC Radio Northampton. It's coming up to 5 to 8 then, and it's Joe for breakfast, Friday morning. Bernie's here from 8. We'll let you know what he's doing very shortly. First, I want to tell you about this, because you often hear about people walking nearly 1,000 miles from John O Groats to Land's End for charity, don't you? And that's a massive achievement in itself. But now you're going to meet two men who'll be travelling the same route, but in a rather unusual way. They're leaving for Scotland this morning from Daventry, and our Daventry reporter Martin Heath is with them. Morning, Martin.
Good morning. You can hear it in the background. That is the marvellous steam car that'll be travelling all the way from John O Groats to Land's End. Wow. It's what you might describe as a Laurel and Hardy car. But it's marvellous. The two people doing this are Dean Rogers and Steve Baldock. Dean's with me. We'll talk about the car itself in a moment, but I want to find out why you're doing it, first of all. This is for a very special charity that's quite important to you.
Yeah, it's for a charity called Hearing Dogs for Deaf People. A friend of mine happens to have a hearing dog. Chose the charity because we wanted to make a difference to a small charity, and the sum we're going to raise, we wanted to raise a lot of money. And really a lot of people have never heard of them, and we wanted to raise the profile of the charity and hopefully get people to donate. Exactly,
because a lot of people have heard of guide dogs for the blind, but not so many people know that there are dogs to help deaf people as well.
That's correct, yeah, and they do make a massive difference in people's lives.
And so what you're doing is you're going all the way from John O Groats to Land's End, which is at least 991 miles, and you're doing various bits and bobs on the way as well. What have you got lined up?
We're doing certain things like stopping at ice cream parlours, meeting recipients with dogs. We've got the Mayor of Newcastle seeing us off from Newcastle. The Mayoress of Stoke-on-Trent is meeting us at the Civic Hall. Pickering Steam Rally, St Agnes Steam Rally, all sorts of things en route.
And various companies raising funds for you as well, from one end to the other?
Yeah, we've had lots of sponsors, so the vehicles all got the sponsors' logos on the side, and the caravan's got the sponsors' logos on the side, etc. So yeah, we've started to raise a substantial sum.
Of course, going any distance in a machine like this is a challenge, but nearly 1,000 miles, it's going to be tough. Steve Baldock, looking at the car itself, the first thing that strikes me is that it's a bit open to the elements, and bearing in mind the weather yesterday, I wouldn't like to be on it.
I think that's one of the problems that we're going to have. We've actually got a customer up in Shetland where we're going to be starting from, and I've just had an email from him saying that severe weather warnings up there, and the company that he's working for, they're actually moving some of the offices to weather protection. So, I think we're going to have a few problems in the next 2 weeks.
And what about the sort of speed this goes at and the sort of fuel it needs?
Well, the top speed of it is about 30 miles an hour, but the best cruising speed is between 10 to 20 miles an hour.
So you've got to do 991 miles at an average speed of 10 miles an hour?
Yeah, so I think we probably ought to apologise to all the people that we're going to hold up on the 2-week run.
I think before we go, we ought to hear it again, because it does make such a marvellous noise, and it's going to take them some time to do this. They're planning to arrive in Land's End on the 16th of August.
Wow.
Leaving from John O Groats tomorrow, but leaving from here today. Listen to that sound. There's steam everywhere, and of course it makes a lovely pip-pip noise on the horn as well. There you go. Good luck to them. Hope it goes well. Hope they raise lots and lots of money for a wonderful charity. And there's more on this on Drive Time tonight.
It sounds brilliant. Martin, I've got in my head one of those huge sort of tractor-looking things with the massive metal wheels. Is that right? The things you sort of see at country fairs?
No, it's more kind of Laurel and Hardy. It's about 7 feet long. It's about 4 foot wide. It's it's almost like a coffin on wheels, really, with a lovely leather seat on top and lots of brass round the edge. It's a great machine.
All right, Martin Heath, our Daventry reporter, and make sure you're there for Richard Savage tonight from 4, because Martin's going to be taking a tour and a trip round the steam car. You can hear that with Richard Savage tonight from 4 on BBC Radio Northampton. Right, that's almost it. I can't believe how quickly it goes.